It doesn't matter who or where you are in life. You're here because you've been trying to make things work, but success keeps slipping through your fingers. I've been there too, frustrated, wondering why it seems so effortless for others while we struggle to gain traction. If this sounds familiar, I have some good news. Those successful people you admire, they're not as different from you as you might think. You possess the same potential to match or even surpass their accomplishments. I know it sounds too good to be true. How could outworking everyone possibly be easy? It all comes down to the path you choose. Society preaches one solution for results: discipline. I don't care how good you are at anything. Without discipline, you ain't nobody. Discipline is doing what you hate to do, but doing it like you love it. You don't have to feel good about it, you just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. But there's a fundamental problem with this approach. Our brains are wired to seek the path of least resistance, a survival instinct inherited from our ancestors who maximized rewards while minimizing effort. Traditional discipline demands we fight against our very nature, constantly swimming upstream against powerful currents. What if there were another way? A path that aligns with your natural tendencies instead of battling them? There is, and it begins with recognizing the unique inclinations that shape how you see and respond to the world. These are the things you naturally gravitate toward, the thoughts that occupy your mind without effort. Some call it talent. I call it your compass. When we follow this compass, the struggle diminishes. It's simply who we are. I once discovered a book that revealed the countless forms talent can take. Are you instinctively curious? That's a talent. Naturally competitive? That's a talent. Inherently responsible? That too is a talent. Now imagine this. What if you took something that flows naturally from you and channeled it toward productive ends? That is the secret to outworking everyone while barely feeling the effort. Even traits society labels as weaknesses can become superpowers when properly directed. Stubbornness transforms into valuable persistence in the right context. Anxiety becomes foresight when it helps you anticipate problems and plan solutions. When you leverage your natural talent, something magical happens. You achieve better results with less strain. Compliments begin to flow, creating a positive feedback loop that makes you eager to continue. And when you repeat an action countless times, mastery follows inevitably. Picture a child with an innate gift for writing. Their first essay earns praise, sparking joy that inspires them to write more often. Eventually, they can no longer distinguish whether their skill comes from natural ability or simply because they've written more than anyone else. The beautiful truth? It's both. We often feel defeated and unmotivated because we pursue paths that don't align with our authentic selves, expending tremendous effort for mediocre results. I learned this lesson firsthand when I discovered a sales position that checked all my practical boxes: flexible hours to complement my 9 to 7 job, higher earning potential, and location independence. But I failed to ask one crucial question: was this the right path for me? The answer revealed itself quickly. It wasn't. The mere thought of cold calling strangers triggered physical anxiety. I convinced myself that pushing through discomfort would eventually lead to competence. Instead, I felt increasingly inadequate watching others effortlessly perform tasks that felt monumental to me. I observed that successful salespeople thrived on communication and connection. Many loved the thrill of competition. I felt none of this. My analytical nature preferred the company of my thoughts, and I needed to find a path where this inclination became an asset rather than a liability. Make no mistake, discipline still matters. Consider Muggsy Bogues, one of the shortest players in NBA history. He defied expectations and became a symbol of determination, overcoming seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Yet despite his remarkable speed and defensive prowess, his height meant working twice as hard as taller players just to stay competitive. I'm not dismissing the importance of discipline. Consistent practice remains essential for excellence. What I'm suggesting is that when you choose a path aligned with your natural strengths, discipline becomes less of a battle and more of a flowing river. In school, we're graded on every subject regardless of our aptitudes. But in life, we can choose which test to take. The true secret to outworking everyone isn't working harder than them. It's designing your life so you're primarily graded on your strengths. When you align your path with who you truly are, you don't just work harder than everyone else. You make it look effortless.